he's working on the assumption that seryoso, honest to goodness yung war on drugs. As we found out and as what I presented a while ago, everything is a ruse. Lahat po yon ay pagpapanggap lang. Kaya nga hindi niya masagot yung mga justifications dahil drama lang nila yon. It's just a form of social control, matakot lahat, and it was very effective. Sinampulan si Senator De Lima, pinakulong na walang na fabricated charges. Kaya wala na, kumaga umatras na lahat. So it was all about that. Pero titignan nyo what happened after. Yung grupo niya, yung sindikato niya, sila Michael Yang, sila Pulong, Charlie Tan, started importing illegal drugs through the front door sa customs. Pero ang ginawa nila nung una, a few months nung start ng administration niya, binabasag nila yung mga shabu laboratory everywhere with the projection na seryoso sila sa illegal drugs, pero mga kompetensya nila yon, yung local shabu manufacturers. So nung na-abolish na nila lahat, in-import na nila through the front door. Ngayon, magkano ang presyo nung shabu at that time nung kanila tumaas? So yung cartel nila ang nakinabang nung monopolization ng drug war. Kaya nga, sa galit niya, kunyari, sa pagpe-pretend niya ng galit siya sa illegal drugs, pero nung in-import yung 11 billion na shabu, yung 6.4 billion na shabu, then a few others na in-import, meron bang sinabihan si Duterte na kung sino yung drug lord behind it? Wala po. Tapos ito po yan. Sino po yung Customs Commissioner na nung time na yon? Si Faeldon sa 6.4, si La Peña nung 11 billion. 'Di ba? Pinadaan sa customs. Kung talagang galit na galit ka at hindi mo kasabwat yung nagpasok na yon, you should have hung these people kung talagang ganun siya magsalita eh. Pero anong ginawa po niya? Pre-promote niya. No? Pre-promote niya po ito. Prinoteksyonan niya kasi mga kasindikato niya. Then, here comes si Peter Lim, who was identified as one of the drug lords, pero same triad nila Michael Yang, kaya hindi nila mapatay, pinaalis na lang. No? Kunyari, nung nape-pressure, finailan po ng kaso, pero anong ginawa ho? Dinismiss. Despite the evidence. Tapos anong ginawa ho dun sa prosecutor na nag-dismiss? Pre-promote na judge. We have documented all this. Kaya we followed yung sequence ho. Kaya hindi kami mabobola ng mga ganyang parang seryoso. At kaya ho maraming nalilito na parang talagang gusto niyang ayusin lang talaga yung illegal drugs. Pero hindi.
Former Senator Trillanes, yes.
Yes.
Can you just...
just one more point, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, yeah.
Ito na lang po.
We're
Then,
going
Mr. Chairman,
off
if I may-
tangent from
Okay, yes.
our discussion.
If I may, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Fernandez.
Para to save time, no,
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, can we have the documents that na sinasabi mo a while ago? So, para lang po makuha namin yung lahat ng points
Yes,
that you have mentioned.
I already submitted to the COMSEC yung
When was this?
just today, yung nung
Okay.
present po.
Alright,
And,
thank you.
Kon po, yun po, as challenged earlier by Chairman Paduano, na pwede pong imbitahin yung AMLAC, but as I understand, hindi po exempted yung legislative inquiry because sinubukan na po namin yan. Pero exempted ang impeachment. So lalabas po yan eventually din. Pero yung ombudsman po, when they investigated this, they asked the AMLAC, kasi meron silang MOA ng exchange of information, nakuha nila yung mga dokumento na yon, kaya nga po na-validate yung aming mga dokumento. At ang magpapatotoo po nito, yung tinanggal sa pwesto na si Deputy Ombudsman Arthur Carandang. You can also invite him. Pero ito po yan. Nakita nyo po kanina nung sinabi ni Chairman Suarez na kung pwede siyang pumirma, ano hong ginawa niya, nang gulo siya, no? Pero baka pwedeng ibalik natin dun sa issue na pipirma siya ng waiver. O baka ngayon, nagtutulog-tulugan naman ho. So, pwede po natin papirmahin ng waiver pa rin.
Yeah, Senator Trillanes, we'll get to that item later. So I gave you your chance to speak, and I will now recognize Congressman Sindanya. Yes, Congressman Sindanya. Thank you. You've been,
May I interrupt?
Mr. Chairman,
Just one moment. I was not sleeping. I was praying
I hope
for his soul.
I hope I was included in your prayers, former President
Nagdarasal
Duterte.
po ako. Hindi ako nagtutulog.
Okay. Yes, Chairman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, since former Senator Trillanes has mentioned about the authenticity of such, and you mentioned the name of former Deputy Ombudsman Karandang. So, Mr. Chairman, I move that we will invite former Deputy Ombudsman Karandang on the next hearing, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion that we
Second.
invite former Deputy Ombudsman Karandang. Any second? Duly seconded. Any objection? There being none, motion's approved. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman,
Congressman-
I was informed by the COMSEC that the documents that this representation is asking is not a document. It's a video.
No. This is the presentation. We got the same one. We can have it reprinted, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, with the permission of Chairman
Yeah.
Dan.
We will give it.
Let's recognize Congressman Sindanya, and then we'll move to the next matter because he has been patiently waiting for his turn. Kaninang umaga pa yan nandito, so pagbigyan muna natin. Congressman Sindanya, bagong upo po itong kinatawan ng kanyang party list. So, of course, you have 10 minutes. You may proceed.
Magandang gabi po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Totoo po yun, kanina umaga pa, walang tayuan, walang kain. Pero chill lang muna po tayo in the pursuit of truth. I'd like to begin with a short manifestation on the issue of the death penalty. I have to put on record that Akbayan maintains that this is an anti-poor measure. Alam naman po natin na ang karamihan, if not all, ng nasa death row ay laging puro mahihirap dahil hindi nila afford ang mahusay na abogado. Which calls to mind yung mga biktima ng EJK na karamihan ay mahihirap. Kaya nga po marami nagsasabi that the war on drugs is a war on the poor. Since this morning, I was intently listening to the former president. At nung umaga po, during the first interpellation, nabanggit ninyo na kayo mismo ay nagugulat na sa dami ng pinatay at inutusan yung pumatay, pero wala pang kaso laban sa inyo. Bakit po kaya ganon, Mr. Former President?
Ewan ko, sir. Ikaw lang makasagot niyan.
Marami pong salamat for responding, Mr. Former President. I'll now go to my questions, beginning with, earlier you have reiterated quite often that you will cooperate. Papayag po kayong maimbestiga at magpaimbestiga sa ICC. Is that right, Mr. President?
Matagal ko na silang hinintay, sir. Ako nga ang lilipad na doon kung may pera lang. Sa totoo lang.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Former President, the
Mr. Chair,
second question
Mr. Chair.
is, doon po
Mr.
sa
Chair.
investigasyon na ito sa ICC, papangalanan niyo po ba ang mga miyembro ng Davao Death Squad?
Former President, yes?
Ako yun, sir.
Yes. Your response? Can you turn the mic on, please?
Sorry.
Thank you.
DDS. Sila lang man nagawa ng Davao Death Squad. DDS means Davao Development System. That's the correct term. You are abusing the phrase to the detriment of my city. Wala na tuloy pumupunta doon.
Still on the issue, Mr. Chair, willing po ba kayo na doon sa investigasyon na yon sa ICC na pangalanan ang mga biktima ng pagpatay sa Davao ng DDS, however you call it, simula nung kayo ay mayor, hanggang sa kayo po ay maging presidente?
Hindi ako gumagawa ng listahan, sir, kung sino ang namatay. You have to go to the register of, what's it? Civil registrar. At sa, maybe sa police. Wag ho sa akin, hindi ako bookkeeper ng para sa namatay ng mga tao.
Next question, Mr. Chair, Mr. Former President. Willing po ba kayo na doon sa investigation na yon magsalita tungkol sa paggamit nyo sa PNP bilang inyong death squad through the reward system?
Yes, I will answer questions about DDS. But I have never said that I am willing to admit the existence of DDS to kill people.
In that investigation, Mr. Chair, Mr. Former President of the ICC, willing po ba kayong banggitin kung sino-sino ang nasa drug war at a drug war watch list ng Malacanang at ng police?
Magalit pa ako, sir, kung hindi nila gamitin. Totoo lang. I would be totally disappointed kung hindi nila gamitin yung listahan kung nasaan yan. And the people that they think could shed a light to the extrajudicial killing that happened in this country.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Former President, dahil willing kayo magpaimbestiga, naniniwala po ba kayo na kayo ay entitled to due process?
Natural.
Mr. Chair, Mr. President, bilang akusado, naniniwala po ba kayo na you and your co-accused deserve a fair day in court?
I am not an accused, and whoever you are pointing to as the other accused. So I cannot answer your question intelligently.
Mr. Chair, for an intelligent answer to the question, perhaps I'd like to direct this question to Attorney Chel Jokno. Attorney Chel, ano po ang rights of the accused sa ICC?
Parehas lang po sa mga karapatan ng isang akusado dito sa atin. The right to fair trial, the right to due process of law, the right to remain silent, the right against self-incrimination, the right to confront witnesses and cross-examine them. Halos magkatumbas po yan.
So kung magkatumbas po, kasama po dito, Mr. Chair, Mr. Attorney Jokno, yung they are innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, the presumption of innocence also, yes.
Thank you very much, Attorney Jokno. I'd like to end this very quick round of questions with this short manifestation, a reflection perhaps. Medyo nakakabagabag po na yung mga biktima ng EJK ay hindi na-afford nung parehong treatment na makukuha ng mga kakasuhan at kinasuhan sa ICC. Hindi po ito in-afford sa lahat ng pinatukhang, lahat ng nasa watch list. Hindi man lang nakatapak sa korte, hindi nagkaroon ng fair day in court. Nahatulan agad at nahatulan ng guilty.
Are
Ito
you...
pong mga makakasuhan po, I'm not yet done, Mr. Former President, Mr. Chair. Napakaswerte po. Should the former president face the ICC na hindi niya mararanasan ito dahil makakaranas siya doon ng due process na ipinagkait sa mga biktima ng tukhang at extrajudicial killings. That would be all, Mr. Chair. As promised, I will not consume my time.
I will respond
Thank you.
by saying, sir, that I'm waiting for the warrant of arrest of the ICC at saan ba, sa Hague ba yan? Hindi pa ako nakapunta doon. Libre yan. Baski nag-handcuff ako, I would be very willing to go there. Anytime. Totoo yan. Sa edad ko na ito, I'd rather spend my time. Maganda ang prisuhan doon, sir, komportable. Doon na lang ako magtapos ng buhay ko.
Thank you very much, Congressman Sindanya.